Look at this fucking setup.
Look at this place.
Beautiful.
Look at this, modern times.
It's amazing what
What's changed?
£10 microphone arm will do to
Oh, I
us.
didn't even talk about the
pumpkin?
stuff in the back. Is that what the fuck's going on? Sorry, that much.
Again, we've started the podcast off with the audio listeners being like, what the fuck are they talking about?
So all these wonderful things
For
going
the
on
viewers, for the viewers on YouTube, you can see that we now have mic stands.
Yep.
And for the audio listeners, we now have mic stands.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Apart from Ciaran, because you bought your own and forgot it.
I
even
used
though we're
my,
recording in your house.
I used my dad's Amazon Prime, so I went to his office. I didn't realise. So that's just a
Quick delivery?
A quick delivery that now comes a week
I feel
later.
like me and Sean look like we're 80s pop stars about the we are the
Oh, don't you know she's a man eater.
No, like we Christmas song, like we Christmas charity song.
Well, tonight God, it's there.
You need a muffle on that, mate.
Yeah, right now. I'm just going to turn yours off next week.
The mixer's going haywire here.
Going buckshy wa. What's cracking, guys? Episode 22.
Episode
Yeah,
22. We've been trying to record this
double
podcast
figures.
like what, 3 times? Like 3 different
Yeah.
days. We're like, we recorded in Limerick, we recorded in this pub, we recorded in Pete's house, and finally
We're here.
We're got it
Back in
recorded.
my house.
Back
Guess
here.
what? Guys, don't miss. Don't
Yeah,
miss an
that's it.
episode.
That's it.
Yeah,
No matter what happens, what hurdles in the road.
You are sitting here on the Tuesday morning being like, God, it's great to have the podcast, and we're out here working our ass off.
Yeah.
Pete
Make sure we
driving
get
down
it
from
out.
Lurgan Monday night.
Look,
Cold Monday night.
are we funny? No. Are we consistent? Sometimes.
Yeah. How many, what is it,
22 weeks in a row.
22 weeks in a row.
Bar the first one where we were a day late from the first. We put it up on a Sunday night, and then we switched to another day. Then we set a set date of Tuesdays from then on. From
What
episode
month did
3.
we start this? Was it
We
July?
started June 15th was the day we
June
shot the first
15th?
one. Yeah. Because we done the jegging out on the 14th. Then you scared my dad on.
I didn't scare your dad. I went down to get water in my boxers, and your dad just happened to come down because I set off Mission Impossible 4 alarms.
You know,
Local UDA man breaks at the Catholic
you
service.
should have got the vape pen out to see all the lasers going around the ring.
He thought I was in fucking trying to steal mic stand from Amazon Prime.
I knew there was something weird when I woke up and heard my dad going, they finally caught up with me. Fucking the fucking Russians.
Scram.
Ciaran, pack your stuff. We're going now.
It's been a mad week, boys.
That's what I was just going to say. What
yeah.
to talk about?
Mad week.
Yeah.
I was sitting down and like someone was like, what are we going to talk about this week? I'm like, I don't even know where to start.
We recorded before
Like-
we went to Leitrim, yeah?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
the last
oh,
one was
Leitrim,
recorded.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, so we haven't even covered Leitrim.
yeah, which was
So we've done 2 gigs together. We've done one in
Shit.
Leitrim and
one-
we've done Limerick. So we've got
2
2
opposite
down.
sides of the country.
I don't know what it is about down south gigs. They're always mental.
They're
Yeah.
shite. That's what it is.
Nah, Leitrim I fairly enjoyed and like felt comfortable on stage, like. But down south, further south, Limerick.
Do you know what it is? It's because at least up here we've got a wee bit of slight reputation that we can get on decent gigs. Down
Yeah.
south nobody knows who we are, so we'll have to do like the shittest gigs ever.
Do you know what it feels like, right? It feels like you're going down south, but no one's seen the sport before. Do you know what I mean?
Nobody's seen sport?
Yeah, it's like, do you know, like you're a team, like say like you're going down, like it's like the first time like a team played soccer down south. Like going down and like you might enjoy this, and we're going to show you what it's like. Like you feel like you almost have to prove the concept of stand-up comedy to people down there.
It's like when the Thailand women's football team has to get into the World Cup because there has to be an Asian team there. It's like,
Yeah.
we don't play this.
Yeah, but
Can we not just do cricket instead? That's our sport.
it's not as if like the South don't do stand-up, but when you go down there, like they just don't seem to know what to be at on a stand-up night. Like the
I
people,
know.
the audience members, they seem so uncomfortable with it all.
It's a lot more international as well, especially not Leitrim, like, but Leitrim was very
Part of
much.
me was fucking pretty international.
Yeah, but the fucking they're people from Scotland, no?
Oh yeah.
That's not international.
Well, Limerick,
What would be done for down south?
yeah, Limerick was like Americans from Boston and all. You know what it was?
Hold on. Let's start from the start. Let's take this one by one.
Okay, we'll start with Leitrim.
Leitrim.
So we finished the podcast last Sunday,
Yes.
and Pete said, "Who wants a McDonald's?" So we all jumped in the car.
I think we should let each person describe one mad story. So do you want to take the Leitrim reins?
Yeah, sure. So we all
I'm
bounced.
100% going to interject.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know,
Let's just let him get as much.
So
in there, and
we
fill
all
in the
bounced in
blanks.
my Carlisle's minivan, you know, the kids wagon, and then we all drove down, about 7 of us, right?
Makes him sound like a pedo.
He's not a comedian. He just does
Local gel catcher Mike Carlisle drove us down to Leitrim, and on the way I thought you were genuinely gonna die. Would you like to explain? Interject? Why?
I forget how I was going to die.
We had all the windows down and all, and you were like sweating like you were.
Oh no, it's just very warm. There were 7 of us in one car, and I'm pretty sure that McDonald's, well, it was like
Yeah.
If I don't know, it fucked you up, it fucked me up a wee bit.
Oh no, there was me and you were fighting with the toilet at one stage.
Yeah.
McDonald's, that fucking chicken McSandwich you
Yeah,
brought
I
out
get the
is
McCrispy or whatever it
McCrispy is bollocks. Anyway, continue.
But anyway,
McSheds. That's what they should
The
call it.
McScoots.
the venue is in the middle of nowhere. It's in fucking Silent Hill, right?
Yeah.
And what am I saying right to you? She's there. Good.
I was
In
in
case you
a body, but
forgot.
not
Yeah.
mind.
It's this old, like, western ranch in the middle of Leitrim.
Made out of like a log wooden cabin. Sort
It's
of
like
style.
something from There Will Be Blood or The Good, the Bad and the Ugly.
Because we were driving there and like we got further and further away from the town and it was like 5 minutes away on the
Yeah.
sat nav and we were like, well surely we're going to come into civilization.
I was like, this is how I die, like. And then we got there, and it was bummed. But then we got into the actual room, and I was like, I think this gig could be pulled.
It was bummed the families eating dinner, not there to watch comedy.
I genuinely thought, because the guy said, oh, there'll be about 30 people coming tonight, the chef or the owner, and we were waiting, and I got to 8:30. He was, no, start at 9:30, and I got to 9, and no one had come in yet, and I was thinking, this isn't going to happen. We've travelled like 4 hours not 4 hours, but
well,
felt like
for
4 hours.
stops and stuff, like and fucking about.
The whole time I was just sitting there, just like, I'm doing the gig, I don't care. And then like
you
Luke,
said,
Luke was like, I don't know, there's only like 4 people there with ties. Like, look, I'm doing this gig. I'm taking Leitrim because for anyone who doesn't know, we take part in like a All Ireland challenge to like do stand up in every single county, ran by Luke, who was guest on the other week, and we're in Leitrim. I was just like, may as well do the gig. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, 100%.
We also forgot about as well, like as we were driving there, we pulled into a big building with gates and a Bentley outside that we thought was the gig. Remember? And it ended up being that guy's house.
Who's the owner? Isn't it?
Owner of the bar.
Yeah.
That's mad. Yeah.
It was mental. Like.
As soon as I seen you get a pint, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm getting on the drink as well.
I was
Like,
like a plot.
See, I had to drive back from Lurgan back to Belfast, so I was like, I can't even fucking get blocked and just ignore all this. Like, I'm stone cold sore throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But we should also, it was the night before Halloween.
Yeah.
It was the Sunday before Halloween, which just made
In a
everything a
log
lot
cabin.
spookier.
In the woods.
By a lake.
And it like Texas flags and like big like buffalo horns, like Native American stuff on the wall. It was like, do you know what it looked like? It looked like, do you ever go to like Disney World? And it's like, oh, the Wild Western thing, or like a Call of Duty map or something.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird, like.
I felt like a Republican. I felt like, I'd just come back from a Donald Trump rally and I wanted to steak and a slap up at a comedy.
Well, I told my dad about it and he'd heard of it. It's a big thing on like the country music scene.
That's what
That's what we're saying, yeah.
The outside bit, apparently they get people in to do the jive.
He's saying there's like 4,000 people come. 4,000 people come for one weekend a year to that place, and then does no business the rest of the year.
Well, the menu did look. If my IBS wasn't in fucking haywire, the menu looked fucking good, and I didn't need a gig. I would have had something to eat.
And the best thing about it was the night before Halloween, and there were 7 of us, and none of us were dressed up apart from Heather Anderson, who's dressed as a cowgirl.
Yeah, it was perfect for the gig, like.
And she didn't know that it was that theme of a place.
Oh, it was so good.
It was like a lot of fun. I don't know. It's the most I've enjoyed using a wireless mic. I felt like I was on the X Factor, even though there were only about six people in the audience.
I love how, I hope he watches this. Luke McGibbon before was all, don't be touching the mic. It pop nose. Hey, well, Luke's all, smack fucking RKO with the mic.
He was on it into the mic stand, out
He
the
was
mic
taking
stand.
it out, throwing it about the place.
I loved it. That's the first time I've ever done it, where I slapped the mic off my knee and I went, yeah, fuck do you think I am?
Fuck, I near keeled over when you did that. Like, you
I
just
went, boom, slapped it off my knee.
To be fair, I was laughing so much at your set, but in the nicest way possible, not at your jokes, not because they're not funny, but just at the whole situation.
Yeah.
Someone should tell about those guys in the front row.
Yeah,
Sean, you tell you MC. Like,
so I was doing MC that night, and like, I don't know if this is making good podcast or not, but they're sitting in the front, right? And there was like a youngish guy. What was he, like 30?
late 30s, 40, something like that.
In his 30s,
Past
and
his
these like really old guys with him, and he's like, oh, it's his birthday. It's Pat's birthday. It's my dad, and he was 60. So I was like, "What? Right?
Was
okay."
he fuck 60
and he
by
was,
the way?
and he was fucking. They're all blocked, absolutely splagootered out of their mind. Like, but just as the night went on, like I was like, I'll interact with him a wee bit more. And then it turned out at the end, his son actually did stand up a few times, wasn't it?
And got booed off from what we know.
So he said,
I got booed off, and then his dad was like, at the end, is like, before I bring Ciaran on here, is there anything you wanna, anything you got for your birthday? And he goes, I'll tell you what I really want. I'd love my son here to get up and do like 2 minutes of stand up. I was like, the fuck no.
Yeah, this isn't how it works.
This isn't fucking.
Ciaran still had to come on at this stage.
So what I did
I'm
was
waiting in the wings here.
You were waiting in the wings, and I was like, no. And he was like, wasn't like a proper like, no, Paddy's not coming on. He's like, I'll go on. I was like, no. And then he would turn around to the audience, like, come on, yeah. And I was like, no, I don't want him on. And then I was like, this isn't fucking Make-A-Wish Foundation. So what we agreed to do is like, Ciaran, you come all the way up to the stage. I'm gonna bring you on and just hand you the microphone, because if I said your name, he would have just sprinted up and grabbed it off me.
Or anything.
So we brought you. You brought
Ciaran was introduced on stage while he was on stage.
It was like Joe, when you like win an award at school and you're standing beside the principal and like, right, so next up, Ciaran Franco, and then you just took the mic off me and goes, I'm Pat's son.
It was good. I was like, happy birthday, Dad. But then I kept calling him Daddy during my set for the joke. Then I realised I've got about 5 minutes of material on my actual dad. I'm about to do, and I went, right, I'm milking this joke, mate. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And then, what was it as well?
The Captain America phone cover?
Yeah, one of the guys in the front, he was talking, like, when I was building the punchline. So I went, well, will I wait for you? Or something like that. And he just turned around and went, he went to say something to me, but I noticed he had like an Iron Man phone case. And I said, do you have an Iron Man phone case, you fucking nerd?
Yeah.
But then his face dropped. And he was like, it's not my fault, I can't understand you. And I went, right, I'm just
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear that in the back of the room.
I was like, I'm going to wrap this up ASAP.
That guy, like when I was on, he started like bringing drinks in when I was on stage, and he was like ducking. I was like, mate, you're in the front row, I can see you.
Yeah.
And then before he took it, he started like trying to hand me glasses of whiskey, and then I went to take one. I was like, nah, that's how I end up dying.
Yeah.
Did you see him kick the boy off the stool as well?
Yes.
during the break, he was trying to kick a boy off a stool and going during the break into his shirt as well. I was like, what are you doing?
I was standing beside him when that happened. It was like a fella he knew from school, and that fella was like on a date with a girl, and this guy's about 30, like 8, and he was going around like, I want to get you bastard, and all. I kicked him off the stool, and the baby was like, stop touching me, like.
Oh, I went like, where are you from as well at the start? He went, Londonderry, and then burst into tears laughing, and he goes, I'm only joking, I'm from half mile up the road. I was like, fuck off.
Oh yeah, because he walked into the room whenever we were all there to pay in, and he's like, oh, you're all from Donegal, are you? And we're like, aye. Just anything to get him into the room and tell him to shut the fuck up.
Shit.
But it was actually
the worst.
It was actually, you know what, it actually turned out to be a very nice gig. We had like, what,
It was
20
a lot of
people
fun,
in?
yeah.
We
I
all
really
sort of
enjoyed
went a
it.
wee bit off script, didn't we? Like, and just started
Just made the best
Enjoyed
best
it,
of the
yeah.
bad
Yeah.
situation. Like there was no point going in with your like, you know, with your set and being like, I'm gonna fucking really tighten this tonight. And it was just like,
It was a lot of fun.
let's just try and get laughs and go home.
It was the best that gig could have went.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
But
We
it
got
definitely
about
had
20 in or
potential.
something.
It had potential, I think.
Yeah.
Next up then we had Limerick. Which was
Part
well,
two,
I had
part two,
the
right?
Pav in the middle on Monday, which was just a lot of fun. Just a nice wee Halloween gig.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, you know, this is lovely. Then little did we know what Limerick had in store.
Well, I'm gonna interject before we get the story going because we're happy to announce, lads, aren't we? The new iteration of our wee podcast. Or should I say?
Oh, yes.
So you're looking at me, he's like, what the fuck is he
yeah,
talking about?
He's got to bring out a new guest host.
I'm pregnant. Just he's like, what? No, so we're bringing in what is going to be now our wee vlog series. So
how'd you come up with that name, Sean?
Fuck
Tell us your creative process.
Where did you get it from?
Stick it on a fucking car, stick it on a Hoover, stick it on a boat. Are we
Stick it
whatever
on your
you want.
man.
Yeah. Are we? I don't know.
Are we
strip club? You name it. We'll stick it on.
Are we orgy?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Are we fruit and veg shop?
Are we sectarian kiln?
Are we 12th of July? It's gonna be fucking massive, lads.
Anyway, people, so we recorded the first one in Limerick, and I kind of took the reins, and then I watched it back. We've seen the vlog already, and Sean very much takes the reins. I had the illusion.
Well, I mean,
that I had the reins.
I had the cameras like, Ciaran, you take the reins on this. You know, you do your vlog because I've vlogged before, and I mean, editing the footage because I edited it all. Garrett was very interesting. Ciaran,
for Friday night,
was it?
I get scared when someone walks by me when I've got the camera. I'm like, don't look at me.
I didn't even bother taking the camera. I'm like a celebrity who like just like has like a cameo in a sitcom. Like, hey, and then that's like pretty much me for the rest of the episode.
So like because we did this thing, I was like, right, we'll all do like an individual vlog, but he's all say it when it comes out. But thought we'd chat about it. Yeah. Like I was like, Ciaran, you do like a wee intro bit, being like, we're here today, and then I'll do a wee bit with the vlog camera, and then hopefully Pete does. But I don't know, you were way being a skitter somewhere. Don't know where you were.
You were preparing for the biggest gig of your life.
You go out, right, and you're like. Right, I'm out here and vlogging and we're here and we're doing this, and then you sort of get nervous, so you turn it all off, and then I take the camera and I go out and I'm like, I think Ciaran's having a mental breakdown, and then it just cuts to the bit of you where you're on the camera like, how the fuck do I turn this off?
Yeah, that was good. That was funny.
But
because your woman was walking around who owns the bar, she works in the bar, and she was just sitting ashtrays there, and I was like, stop following me.
Yeah.
Go out the vlog.
But yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say. So when you're editing it, like I knew the bits you recorded in front of us, I already knew what was coming to me.
Yeah.
But then there's parts where you like lock yourself in the toilet, and I'm just going through the ads. I'm like, why the fuck is he in the toilet? And why is he locked himself in there?
Yeah, that was a few.
You're going to end up
Murphy's
recording something you don't mean to record.
Yeah.
Your dick's going to end up.
That's a great time to announce. Are we OnlyFans? That's there is.
Turn this thing off, Jesus Christ!
Don't tell me what to do, toilet seat.
I swear to God, see if I come across footage of my camera view your cock out, you're dead to me.
What? No, I wouldn't do it in your camera.
You got a big zoom on your camera, eh? Small dick joke.
Oh, fuck me. What do you mean? No. Put your son at home.
We'll talk about Limerick in general.
Lovely city, nice people,
nice
accent.
Takes fucking ages to get there.
No.
The Travel Lodge, lovely hotel.
Right, I'm gonna skip back. So we get in Pete's car and we're driving down from Lurgan. Next thing you're like, everyone stop making noise. Turn the radio off. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you're like, it's making a noise. But you know when you're in someone else's car and you're just like, just sounds like the car. But you're like, no, I know.
Yeah,
I know it's my car.
Your own car, like, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like whenever
you're like, it sounds healthy compared to mine.
But yeah. It's like mine sounds way worse.
The girl was purring like she was on the motorway.
She was, and then you're like, I can see in your eye, you're like, fuck, maybe I'll turn around. But I was like, send a hand, you'll keep driving. Hopefully it fix itself.
I genuinely thought for a second, I was like, is this gig happening?
I was fully going to be I'm not risk, because it was like, it's a 4-hour drive. Like, if
you break down there, it's going to be 5 hours to get back home.
Fucked. But it was just like, it was driving okay, it just hadn't got the... Didn't have the cojones in it.
Didn't have the poke on her, as you say.
Didn't have the poke.
When you and Sean were discussing, like, is this wrong with the car?
Didn't know what we were wrong with.
You were talking about, like, what about the stereo or something like that, or the station, or the suspension or something? And
sorry?
The stereo or the suspension?
Like, one of them two things didn't have some drive. And then you were, like, talking about, like, the wheels or something. And I was in the back of the car, like, aye, lads, I'm doing a theory test in December, like.
You learned a lot about cars that weekend.
You kick the wheel, but good be runner.
Yeah, you know. Just fed and water.
You would have went out and kicked the tire, like, is that how you test the exhaust pipe?
Yeah.
I could see, I was panicking in the back, being like, right, say something intelligent here, Kieran, say something intelligent. Like, so I'm taking lessons again.
Yeah.
And then the next day you proceed to turn around and go, what is red diesel?
So we stopped in Apple Green, and see when I turned it back on, it was working great.
I was just purring away.
And the engine lights went away.
Yeah.
And it hasn't came back on. And it's grand. It's running like a dream.
That's alright. So Limerick will be back. But so we head down the road then.
Yeah.
What else happened then?
We stopped at Barack Obama's garage in fucking Offaly, which is like just like a service station named after Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And they've got like cardboard cutouts out of him.
Him and Michelle.
He went there once.
It's fucking incredibly depressing place.
It is. It was really, really bright. It looked like the sort of place where divorced dads would come to meet their ex-wife to get custody of the kids for 6 hours.
The social worker standing at the back of Supermax making sure he isn't trying to touch the kid.
But he's wearing a wee Burger King paper hat.
Yeah. Like, don't act like I'm there. So the kid can't know I'm there.
He's like, if you really like it, I'll take it here for your birthday next year.
Son, can you get off your switch, please? Dad's only got 45 minutes left.
No, the social worker leans over. No, 44.
Then he goes over to the Fanta machine that's not working. He's like, oh, social trip's been ruined.
I'm trying not to lose my temper, son, but that's the son
He's not allowed within 2 feet of the chair. Just move back a wee bit, a couple more inches.
I don't even have €2 to put you on the Postman Pat machine. Fuck.
But you're here, Barack Obama was here once, so it's lovely, isn't it?
Do you want a photo beside Michelle and Obama?
Fuck me.
Yeah, the lighting as well. It was just, as you say, too bright. Supermax was rotten.
Supermax is grim.
Supermax is shit.
Yeah, it kind of put me in the thing of like, I really hope this guy's good because I could be sitting at my parents' house right now by the fire.
Also, me and Pete had done this gig before, so we were just like, you know, we knew what we were going into.
When did you boys go back?
Well, we'll get there.
You took time off work.
Hello. Yeah, right now I've wasted like 8 hours of leave.
Not even time, I had the money I wasted on that. I'm so skint now.
Yeah.
For the rest of the month.
Like, I got paid probably the most I'd ever been paid, and I was like, this is going to last me all November. I'm fucking back to being skint again because that Limerick trip.
So we got down to Limerick, and we knew what to expect. We went to the Travel Lodge, which I don't know how many hookers you want to guess have been murdered in that room we're in, but it's more than one.
Although we did get a disability toilet, but I don't know if like that was by chance. They looked at us and went, "Everybody's need this."
Oh no! So we went into reception, and you had that jot off moment where you get, and we're like, "Fuck, I forgot my toothbrush."
Yeah.
So you're looking at the boy there.
I tried to be funny.
I was working there, and he's like, "Here, mate, you don't have a toothbrush, like?" And he was like, "No way." As if like you want
to. He looked about 5 as well.
I was just like, "Man, it's only a wee joke. Like, either have one or you don't, or just laugh about it. Like, don't like. I'm not gonna kill you."
Yeah, give me a fucking. It is Limerick in fairness, but
he's also like 19. He had no authority on that front desk.
No, he didn't. He lost the room. But So then anyway, we checked in. That was all fine. Then we went to Katie Daly's. Is the name of the pub?
Yes. Lovely spot.
And nice wee vibe in it.
Lovely stout. The fire was lit. It was just gorgeous.
Here's your question. I think you'll know. But you try answer. The bar's called Katie Daly's. Can you remember the name of the comedy club?
Four Corners.
Yes, well remembered.
Beautiful.
Well remembered.
Beautiful.
Four Corners Comedy Club.
You know why?
Because you never forget it.
Because the room has 4 corners in it.
Is it?
That's
every room's got 4 corners.
That's the height of jokes we got in Limerick, folk.
Yeah.
That's you all need to know about Limerick.
So it was, I enjoyed the part where we sat downstairs and had a beer at the start. That was nice.
By the way, shout out the guy John who runs the gig. He's a fucking lad.
Yeah, lovely. Works his ass off like to get that club going because we did the very, very, very first one that was around. How many people were there? Like 8. in the
The
audience.
first time we did, it was about 10, 10
8 or
people.
10 people, and like, you know, it was very, very difficult gig. But this one was like pretty much sold out. It was like 40 people there.
40 odd, yeah, I counted.
It was like very, very well set up. So shout out him, and he runs like open mics now, and like girls, like Joe, like a night for like the ladies.
He runs girls.
He's doing all female lined up and stuff to try and promote women in comedy as well. It's great to see.
It's for all the female comedians that aren't getting gigs with me and Kieran's places.
Oh, for fuck's sake, sir.
No, right, okay, yeah. So yeah, no, it's really good, but I don't want to take the reins on the next part of the story.
Yeah, we got to meet the MC, who looks like Sean David Wallace, the guy who does the voice of Rex for Toy Story. If you look him up, I sent Pete a photo.
You sent him a photo of that guy as I was sitting beside him, so I checked my phone and the guy was like beside me, and it looks exactly like him. He's like a wee sort of gremlin bald guy.
He goes, like I was going to open with, but then I thought that would be too harsh, being like, I fucking loved you in Lord of the Rings when you helped Sam and Frodo get the Mordor.
Jeez. He opened up, he brought me on first. We got the run where I was first, you were second half, and you were closing, basically. And then the other ones were guys from Limerick and this guy from
We'll get on to him. I'm checking that one.
Right, so I'm glad you're I could fucking cancel explain that story. But yeah, so anyway, he brought me on, and he was a bundle of energy, like he was on the stage, he's like let me try to do it, because it gets better, and mine's the worst. It's like, welcome everybody to
Is he Indian?
to the Four Corners Comedy Club.
Is he fucking Yodas?
Please welcome to the stage here. Come all the way down from Northern Ireland, Sean McAleavey.
I think it goes good, better, best.
Yeah,
it goes. Next up we have Ciaran
You can roll your
Franco. Ciaran. And he had to go and look at my name again. Franco.
And then he'd be like, give it up for Ciaran, everybody.
He goes, all the way down from the north.
But he was just he was constantly just fuming. He was like a guy. He told us he was 58, 59. All his jokes are from the 80s, and the jokes from the 80s would have been outdated then. They're just real like pub street jokes, and he's just like, when he was doing crowd work, the people go, "Where are you from?"
Yeah, so angry.
And he's like, "Your girlfriend with you, and you love him."
Oh, the cocaine joke. The cocaine joke. I've stopped doing cocaine. I only do diet coke now. No one laughed.
Anyway, Sean McAleavey.
Putting on another act, shall we?
And then I come on, and like after that energy he was giving, I was like, what did I get on? I was like, can you believe that's him after taking 2 lines of coke?
Yeah. He introduced me to the stage as Peter Griffin, and I was like, oh, you can't.
Next up, Peter Griffin.
He would have made a great sorting hat if it was recorded in the Republic, man.
You're with.
Fantastic.
Hang on, the sorting hat has to check his set list. You're with.
Sleuth the gets it all wrong.
No, sorry, Gryffindor.
And then, the only thing I'll say about it was, in fairness to him, he was really tight for time. Like, he didn't get any time to work the room, which was definitely a good thing. But at the end, then, whenever the night was over, he then done like an hour 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, he done 15.
He started going individually thanking everyone.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. I can't do it. I'm checked out. But
I knew the bar closed at 12 o'clock, and I wasn't sure where we were going after that, and it was 11, so I was like, I'm gonna get a fucking at least 2 more pints of me, like.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we had a plan to record a podcast up there. That didn't happen, so that's why we're telling the story now, which is probably for the best because we've had a wee bit of time to digest it. But before we move on, let's go through the rest of the acts. So yes. I went on first, and I thought I had about a 5 or 6 out of 10. It was alright. Kieran said a 7, so we'll take a 7, right? And then this fella followed me, and basically the way the night worked was John was like, just how long have you got each? We all said 15 minutes because we've travelled far. This other fella said 15 minutes. I think everyone said 15 minutes, wasn't it? Everyone said 15 minutes. So this boy got on from Westmeath. Pete, take it away.
Right, so this guy, he was probably about late 20s, like he wasn't much older than me, and he got up, and
Jody, before, just to give you like a visual, he was kind of like, what do you call fucking Mr. Burns' assistant in Smithers, very Smithers vibes. He gave me like that sort of like,
he looked like skinny, the worst member of the Cooks.
Yeah, skinny, like greyish, kind of curly hair. But anyway, continue.
He wasn't the sort of person you'd be intimidated by.
No,
that sort of way. He was sort of a but he got up, and I don't know if people know this, but Limerick about 10-15 years ago got a really bad name because they had some problems with gangs, and the city got nicknamed Stab City. And it's not like, although that's like a shit thing to call anyone, the people of Limerick take it really, really bad, and it's something they've worked really, really hard to get rid of the stereotype.
Are you running in Limerick?
No, but they've got like 2 universities in the town. It's a fucking lovely city, but it had a really bad stereotype, and it's so outdated.
Yeah.
The guy goes up on stage and goes, well, it's great to be here in Stab City, and you can just see everyone go,
watch your backs.
He just goes, so I'll have to watch my back this evening. Everyone's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
He just can't. The first 2 sentences out of his mouth, everyone in the room hates him.
Because I had gotten on and I was like, I'm going to fill this room full of energy. It's what it needs. The MC's been flat. Like, people of Limerick are a wee bit, they're not the most energetic ones. I'll go in, fill it full of energy, and then this boy comes on and does that, and you're like,
So he loses the room instantly. And then he goes into these bits, and they're quite long-winded bits, and the whole point of the bit is leading up to this quite weak pun at the end of every sort of line. And it would die on its ass, and like, I mean proper die on its ass, get nothing. And he'd go, so anyway, and he'd just go into the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And he does this for like 10 minutes, and no offence to the guy, I was chatting to him afterwards, he said goodbye, and he was nice, and he seemed polite enough, like, but it was the worst day I've ever seen in my life. And like, he was getting nothing, and then after 10 minutes of dying his ass, he was just all, so I just got over having cancer, and we were just going, what the fuck, like? And this was the only bit that wasn't a joke. It wasn't material. He was all, testicular cancer there, so I had a ball removed, so they called me Baldy Locks. And you're like,
I missed all of this because I was outside panicking over my set.
Yeah.
And I got up and you were like, no, you've missed it. Like, you'd missed.
Seen McAleavey take the roof off, and you're like, fuck, I have to follow that. And then you missed this. And
I came up and Pete, you were like, where have you been? Like, you missed.
I was actually angry. Do you know whenever like you go with your family or something to like something, and then like you missed the birthday cake being brought out for your wee cousin or something like that, and they're like, where the fuck were you? That's how I felt. Like, I was like, why were you here?
I was like, alright, I'm gonna go over my set, and when I came back up, both of you, so like you've no idea what you just witnessed.
Because that was about 10 minutes in, and I was like, you could do material about having cancer, you know what I mean? It's obviously a real thing that's happening here, like, but it wasn't even material. He was down on his ass so much he just started telling everyone that he had cancer.
I caught one joke about it because I came back up, and then my stomach started going, where he was like, Jesus, St. Patrick's Day and Gay Pride are quite similar.
Yeah.
It's the only time people want to fuck a rainbow. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Shite, like. And then what was the last bit he did?
The last bit he did is he goes, so you know, like, stand-up comedy's not easy. And then you leaned over to me and goes, you're making it fucking look deadly.
He was all, it's not easy. I have friends who think they're comedians as well. I was like, you fucking think you're one, you gobshite, like. He was down on his ass, and then he was all, I'm gonna finish up by reading some poetry.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was like the most basic rhymings ever. Like, I went outside and it was bad. I tried my best not to be sad.
Yeah.
I looked at my pockets to see what I had. And we were just going, is the silence like?
He's on Lowry's in the Empire.
It's fun.
And then
He's cleaning the toilets.
What made it so much worse, the MC came back on, and I was like, fuck, this is a burst of life compared to that last bit I was on. I was unreal.
Yeah, the MC forgot his name as well. His name is, and he couldn't pronounce his name,
it was Killian.
Killian, yeah. Oh, Killian, God bless
bad,
you.
Like,
but I don't mind. This is the thing. I don't mind people dying. Like, everyone dies, but don't do 15 minutes of death.
Yeah,
just don't.
He powered on through it, and it wasn't a good sort of powering on through it. It was just silence. I was laughing at just how absurd the situation was. Yeah. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. But then I had a good gig, so fuck it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
you boys did well. You went on second half, did well.
And then the only problem was like there was this guy in the front, and he was dressed as a leprechaun.
Oh, I forgot.
And I just was standing and make a joke about him. I was like, what can I say about this guy? But nothing was coming to my head at all. And then you nailed it, Wayne. What did you say?
I said I was doing the material about Halloween, and I was all, well, have a good Halloween. Did you dress up for Halloween? Oh, you still dressed up now?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Just because he was like an Indian guy, like Southeast Asian guy, sort of with like a green bowler hat, and like a bright green shirt, and he was on his own. You're like, that's so random.
He was giving like Joe Black Potty vibes. So, like that sort of like attire.
They were like a group that
the stand-up comedian character Black Potty.
What other Black Potty is there?
Not just the generic term for a person of colour.
You know, misogynist and racist.
Every mate has a Black Potty. You know what I mean?
I'm just putting that stipulation in there for you.
Yeah.
But then on the drive home, we had another fucking nightmare.
Yeah, because on the way there we got stuck in traffic and it was a bit of a bollocks.
2 lane 50.
And then the way home we were fucking really making good time.
I was like, we're flying here.
Until we hit the worst town in Armagh.
So we were meant to record.
It's good, it's not normal, it's in County Down, so.
You're right. We were meant to record a podcast for that afternoon. We're like, right, we'll go back to Pete's house, record there, be sorted for the weekend. And then it just turned into fucking gridlock. And I thought you were genuinely again. I was like, Pete's about to turn around. There was one bit where you were trying to drive out and I was leaning forward in your car and you just went, lean back.
Yeah, you were doing my head on if you drive. I was like, because you don't drive, you don't understand. I was like, he needs to lean back. You're like, hey, what's the crack?
So like, I the maps were taking us just into all the traffic even more because the motorway was closed. And I was like,
It was a car crash, by the way. Not to bring the tone down. My dad told me that fella died.
oh yeah. Well, like it was closed since like 10 in the morning. I was like, God.
He was called
10 in
Kelly.
the morning?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Fuck no.
Shut
no.
Yeah, so at one point there was a big car accident on the motorway, and like I remember there was like a police escort like bringing like lorries in to like, take a wreckage out, so it was really, really grim.
Pete was trying to see where it was going. I was like, well, that's right.
Fuck's sake, quit would you?
But we went down this like country lane, and it was like to try and get away from the motorway, but everyone had the same idea. It was like a single country lane, and it all just stopped, and all you could see was like people in cars in front of us getting out, explaining to other people in the cars. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And eventually we found out that a lorry had went down the country lane and got stuck trying to get under a bridge, and there was only room for like a car of width, so we all
Not
had, like,
even your car was even struggling.
yeah, and so I don't know how a lorry was trying to get to, so we all had to like reverse into like a ditch pretty much to let a lorry come out for us to go in.
It was fucking daft. One of the weirdest things as well was I've never seen a man slowly get more angrier at his music.
Than me, yeah.
Like every song, like, fuck this tune, fuck this tune. And then by the end, it was like don't call me baby. And you're like, no, it is.
I completely forgot about that.
Each song would go on for about 20 seconds. Like, oh, fuck this isn't the vibe.
Do you know what it was? Because with 4.5 hours down, or whatever it was the day before, or 4 hours on the way down the day before, 5 hours on the way back, I'd listened to every song I had on my Spotify. And fucking Liberty X was coming on. And some fella was fucking wrapped around a tree, and I was going, I can't do this. I just want to go home.
Do you know if you had a wife and like kids, you would have just killed us all.
Oh,
that's how that story ends.
I'm trying to look across the room. He fucking
Leans over.
Hello! You lean back. Take it home.
There was one in particular where you just stuck your arm out and leaned back. And I was, he's easy, right? I'll learn.
We pulled in the camera and you're like, is that Dolce Vita? And you're like, sit the fuck back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good show. Because I got back that Friday night, and my flatmate and his girlfriend were like, "Where the fuck were you?" And I was like, "It's a long story."
Story. I got into the house, called like a quick shower, something to eat, I had to leave again. Like
that's how bad it was, right? We got a shower leaving the hotel, sat in the car, and as soon as we all got in, we all went for a shower.
Yeah.
Do you know like one of those like I just need to get the head showered here, like.
I was in Ormond Marketplace the other side to drive there and drive back, and Teresa was at a session, and literally only like 5-10 minutes around the road from me. I thought I'd pick you up, and she was all, "No, it's okay, it's okay." I was like, I've drove 6 hours a day. 5 or 10 minutes is going to make it. Let's get the fucking car.
Yeah.
Hectic, like.
So Limerick, we won't be back.
No.
Yeah, well, Galway next. You need to do Galway. Galway's a fucking great gig.
Do you want I'll do Galway the day you pass your test.
Right, I'll try with Stan. Yeah.
I'm going to Galway the day they invent teleportation.
Galway 2025.
The day a train can take you to a fucking relevant city in this country, I get on the train.
So, have we gained any sort of foothold in the comedy scene? No, but we've got anecdotes for this.
We've got stronger friendships.
Do you know what it is,
and,
right?
When Pete
Fucking
puts
sit
Lee
back.
Yeah.
That's fucking tune. Don't call me baby.
Oh god.
Because on the way down you're like, "Do you ever hear this one here?" And like, "You want to go away, baby?" On the way home you're like, "Fuck this tune."
It was bad when you're willingly putting on U105 for a bit of respite.
Hugo Duncan better bring the fucking mooders back on.
Oh fuck.
Oh god. But yeah. So you'll see all this in the vlog. Well, actually, you'll not see the trip, the car journey back, because that would have been. The only thing that could have made that worse was like us sitting in that traffic and here, like, "So guys, we're sitting here in traffic," and you'd be like, "I will smash your face in."
Apologies if that was like too much of a story that no one really understood, but there was too much that happened there that we couldn't not.
This is therapy for us.
Yeah, we're getting it out to the public.
I had a bit of a nice experience this week though. I went to that 6 by Nico.
Yes,
6 by Chico
for a wee meal. Random old gaff. It's the third time I've been.
What do you mean?
What?
Random old gaff. What do you mean?
6 by Nico. Have you been to?
It's just 6 different dishes.
Oh
under a theme.
It's a restaurant in Belfast, and they change the menu every 6 weeks.
Yep.
The menus all have like a theme, and it's like 6 like real like sort of like, I don't know, Michelin
Was it
star
Wonderland
standard, but
still this week?
it was Alice in Wonderland. But like you go in, the menus are edible and all.
What?
So you can sit and eat the menu. Like.
So you just be yoked off your head and munch everything.
So like, hey, I don't know my menu. Like trying to look what the next dish was. And like, I've eaten the dish on the menu. It's nuts, like
You're not going in on a restaurant. Like, "I've been waiting here for hours."
I'm wired up. Like one of the dishes was like rabbit bolognese.
It's nice.
Yeah, it was really nice, that one. It was really nice. There were 6 dishes. And
Does everyone get the same thing, no? Or is it like proper
no
menu?
Well, unless you're a vegan or vegetarian.
Are you floored by the end of it, or you're like, "I could eat more"?
No, not really.
Got a Chinese afterwards.
No, they was my mate Guy was like one of the like there were 6 dishes, 4 of them were nice.
Yeah.
The dessert was kind of alright, so maybe like 4.5 out of 6. One of them was brutal.
What was it?
Like it was like a bush tucker trial. It was the only one without meat in it actually. It was like beetroot, radishes and like some puree thing. It tastes like you're eating grass and muck. And my mate Guy was wolfing in there and he was all stinking. And I was like, what are you doing? He's all, I'm hungry.
Yeah, you would be. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you go to a restaurant like that, you're like, I've paid for it, I'm gonna fucking eat it. It doesn't matter what it is.
The people come over and they tell you, oh, this is the such and that. They give you the whole fucking story about what it's about. But it was so noisy, so every time someone come down with this, they'd be like, and we'd go,
soundbite.
yeah. And it was all, I don't make out a word the fuck she said there. You couldn't hear her, like. Not that it would be like a difference if you could hear, because it was all words.
It's probably better sometimes you don't know what's in it. Do you know what I mean?
But it was nice to get crack, like.
And then something lovely happened to you in the Dirty Onion.
Yes, went to Dirty Onion afterwards. I got recognised by Rowan, I believe his name was. Didn't get his second name. Sure,
Rowan. Wait, he's from around that part of the world, was he?
He was, because he said, I was going up to go to the toilet and he was coming down, and his exact quote was, "You're that comedian bag, you're that funny cunt, I like you."
His name wasn't Rowan McWilliams, was it?
No idea what his surname was, but I know him to say. And we were outside when we were going to leave, and he came over and chatted to me and Teresa. And he said he seen me on Kane Bartle's podcast, and he said, "And you do the wee podcast?" And I
nice.
Our wee podcast, and he was all, "You do it with Franco and the guy from Newry. I'm from near Newry," and I was all, "Yes."
Do you know
I think I might be a boy. I'll show you a photo after this.
Yes.
It chances are by now. People
Do you know
sort of tall, skinny guy.
black hair.
You need to show me a photo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I find incredibly funny? Like, obviously, people like maybe watch one episode of the podcast and the name might slip out of their head on. But I've noticed a couple of times where people will like be like, "You do that? Are we like? What else is the other word going to be?" Do you know what I mean? Once you get ROE, it has to be podcast. Like,
It's not a podcast.
Well, yeah. Well, I noticed you did the Mubla podcast, and William was like just letting you finish his sentences. Like, so we've got Pete, and you're like Giffen, yeah, and then you'd be like, and you did the podcast with Sean and Ciaran, ROE, and you'd be like, yep, podcast. Like, just finishing off his sentences. Like, William, you could have done 2 seconds of research, kid.
I know. Also, I'm a bastard for interjecting and cutting into people mid sentence. Like, I need to stop doing that.
We've got a news story this week, then, or we're going to?
We do. We're tight for time because that took like that's could have been a podcast on its own.
Serious? Or
honestly, like,
we got quite a lot of questions as well.
I've got other stuff to get through as well. Like, we might have.
What have you got?
Well, I just want to talk about Peter Kay. It's coming to Belfast.
Yes.
Cheers.
Okay, now that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
I want to know what your opinions are on that.
What do you think? What do you think his tribute act is
I
like?
think he's coming.
The guy who.
Do you know that there's a Peter Kay tribute? Do you think he's just sitting home like, fuck's sake, I've lost my job. What the fuck am I gonna do?
I think that like Peter Kay. My opinion on it is that he's coming to Belfast.
Paul Lard, I think that guy's name is.
But is he done now? Is he just got to retire?
He's definitely called Lard. His surname.
I take your front row.
Yeah, we've got a timer set to book tickets.
Oh,
my dad was. We were all. Because my family love him. Like, I don't know if anyone knows. Seen my stand up. I love Peter Kay.
Yeah.
Obsessed with him. Like, and my dad. We were all like, I will get 4 tickets. And my dad was all 4. And we were all, yeah. And he was all, I have no real interest in seeing him. And I was like, what the fuck are you on
Is he
about?
not your dad's favourite, or is it?
Well, he'd seen him before, but like, yeah, he would have been like, I was all, what are you on about? He was all, I have no real massive interest in seeing him. I seen him before. I was all, Dad, what are you on about?
Yeah.
Who else would you go see? Do you want to know who my dad said he'd rather go see than Peter Kay? Now, I get the Peter Kay is everyone's cup of tea. Hal Crudden.
Who's that?
Who the fuck is that?
I like Hal Crudden, and I just went to see him with my dad a couple of times, but I was like, Dad, Hal Crudden is like a 6.5 out of 10.
He's like Roy Chubby Brown?
No, Hal Crudden's like a real, like, sort of like nice middle class guy. Does stand up, does like sort of 200-seater theatre.
Just a nice guy.
Yeah, I really like his comedy, but like that's what my dad said. I'd rather go see him. Peter Kay. I was like, fuck up, you're
Peter
going.
Kay, I bet your dad like thinks Peter Kay did something to him.
Done something to him.
Yeah, to your dad. Do you know what I mean? He's like, I heard a story about him one time, and I'm not
Well,
going
no,
to
I
see
was
him.
telling him. I was telling him the stories that you hear about Peter Kay. Like,
Well, what are the stories he's a bastard?
oh, there's a few ones that like he sort of looks out for himself, like, and he would be was very ruthless back in the day.
James Courtney's back, like.
Not so on the same sort of lines.
Sort of rumours.
Daniel Sloss on Mark Normand and Sam Morrell's podcast was saying there's stories about him. That's what I was wondering.
Oh, there's loads.
He said Russell Brand. There's even really darker stuff.
Oh, Russell
about.
Brand is 100% like, well, I was going to say
Allegedly 100%.
allegedly like a sexual abuse. Peter Kay's was nothing like that.
No. I'm
Yeah.
saying, but Daniel Sloss was just saying there's loads of stories that he knows and stuff about.
Peter Kay's was like cutthroat. Like what he would do, he would MC the Frog and Bucket, and he would wrap the mic cord around the stand and introduce the next act. So when they went on, they had to like awkwardly do that. because he had to make sure that he was the best on the bill regardless.
Shut up.
So he would do things like that.
That's what Mike Pearl done to me on Thursday night.
He was just down
That's what Sean done to Killian.
The guy Dave Spikey, who's in Phoenix Nights.
What'd you say?
That's what Sean done to Killian on Thursday night.
That's very dangerous.
Dave Spikey, who like was in Phoenix Nights, plays like a big part of Party. Like he wrote loads of the jokes and the material, but like Peter Kay like took credit for
It's
it.
like same as Steve Merchant, David Brent, Ricky Gervais.
He's
a real person.
Apparently he created the character, but Steve Merchant wrote a lot of the jokes for The Office and stuff. So
yeah, but that's well done. It's well documented that they co-wrote it.
Yeah,
you know what I
there's
mean?
credit given.
Right,
But yeah, no, I love Peter Kay, so I'm down to go, but 100% I don't think I'll get to go. The tickets will sell.
See, this is the thing. I noticed he's done that thing where he's like, I'm only coming Thursday, Friday. Who doesn't book the SSE Arena on a Saturday night?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's definitely got, I think he's gonna release the 2, and then people are gonna be like, fuck, that's sold out. He's gonna release a Saturday and he'll probably release a Sunday.
Well, have you seen the dates? They're only being released the 17th, is it? Whatever it is, like the 17th of November. First date, 2nd of December.
The first date of his tour. He wants to be ready to rock. Like he's got.
I don't understand that.
Why? What do you mean?
Like you don't release the tickets for something that's going to happen in a year's time when you're someone that big. I just think it's nuts.
Because he knows he'll sell it.
Yeah, but it's his first one in 12 years. Like,
12 years since his last tour. What's that?
Yeah.
He barely
2010.
ever tours. Like he only has. Like,
Do you think he needs the money?
he literally has about 4 or 5 specials?
He had car share for years, so he probably had a bomb off that.
Car share's class. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think
so-
he's like? But do you think it's one of them ones where he's like, I need the money, so that's why I'm doing our tour? Like,
He doesn't need the money. I think he probably just wants the money.
Yeah,
Like.
it's nice to be. Mickey Flanagan, I remember in his tour when I'd seen him, he talked about for the first half of the tour, he said last year I just took a year off, I'd made that much money from stand up. I just said to my wife, I'm taking a year off.
Mickey Flanagan, that's class.
He wrote a year stand up.
Right, we'll part through this shit then.
Yeah,
We'll
go for a quick news story because it's really quick. So we sort of touched on the car on the way down, but I just thought it was interesting. So the guy from Google who got sacked for releasing the artificial intelligence.
Yes.
This guy, do you remember I was talking about this? So
Yeah.
basically a guy he was like, I don't know if it's whistleblowing or leaked, but he's sort of saying like he works with artificial intelligence and his job is to like check to make sure there's no malice or bad intent in it.
Okay.
But every time you basically run an artificial intelligence test, it just comes back that it's going to end out racist.
Well, I've noticed the same with my iPhone, like, you know, it's sending me racist messages, so it is.
Sure, it's just not your friends and
Yeah.
family sending you racist stuff.
Granda. Oh, message from Granda. You should watch Tucker Carlson on Fox News, Kim.
Do you know what my favourite thing is about artificial intelligence? You ever see those things on TikTok where it's like quizzes where they get artificial intelligence to show a representation of a country?
Yeah.
And then you have to guess what the country is.
No.
You're not saying, oh, it's my new favourite game.
No.
So it's like, say if it's Ireland, it'll be like a watercolour painting of like mountains and like a stream and like
Potato Man.
yeah, like some are really obvious, but
Yeah.
then there's like difficulty modes. Oh, I could sit and play them for ages.
See,
Fucking
I've
hell.
seen now that you can do like this is like you can just do this on your phone. Like it's artificial intelligence drawings. So I can go like I can go like Pete Giffen in a canoe on a volcano.
Yeah, I've seen that there,
and, like,
yeah.
It'll create an image for you, which is mental.
Fuck.
Which is good for your wank bank because that's what you want to wank over.
Yeah. That was really
Pete
creative of me.
Giffen, yeah.
That was very improv of me.
Yeah, it was.
You going down the accidental?
The day you see me down there, boys, is the day I'm done.
Don't knock. I told someone I was dating I was going to do accidental, going to do improv, and then I'm pretty sure that gave him the ick.
Yeah,
Him?
Almost certainly.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Oh, I just said him.
No, them don't.
Oh, right, okay.
No better.
They them.
Them, fuck. But yeah, so do you know already spark a wee question after like these like, sort of things? So obviously with AI and Google and all, what's the most racist moment you've ever had?
Oh fuck. That's a really cancelable question. I can't think of anything.
I'm going to say something and this is quite cancelable, but it's not really. It's not really because I was very young. I once got banned from a cinema on a school trip for saying something racist, even though it wasn't. It was taken completely out of context and it was a whole thing. Trust me on this one, it's not that bad. I massively got into Ali G, right?
Yeah.
When
Right.
I was about 12. Should not have been watching Ali G when I was 12. And we went on a school trip, right? And you know Ali G has all like the catchphrase and all? He used to have the catchphrase, is it because I is black? And the joke is, you know, Ali G is clearly not black. We were in the cinema and we were all obsessed with Ali G. And I said that line, right? And I was saying that line, one of the guys working behind the till was black. And was like, what the fuck? And he thought I was taking the piss out of him.
Oh fuck.
And then it was a whole fucking thing, right? And then obviously I told him about it was grand, all this carry on, like, but like I got banned from this. So like it was cleared up, and I was like, no, it was an LEG thing, because like teachers don't understand what LEG is, like.
And they went, Jesus. There's a photo of my brother, and you'll probably hate me for saying this, but there's a photo.
He hasn't blacked up in a Halloween costume.
He was 12 years old.
Why does everyone do something maybe racist when they're 12?
Yeah, so when my brother's 12, he really wanted to lose 50 cent. So and there probably is a photo out there that if he's any smarts, he'll have got rid of it. But he's completely. But all his like arms are white, but his just face is completely black.
I thought mine was a bit dodgy.
Yeah,
I'm in the clear.
Yeah,
I fucking whistle.
Yeah, Thomas. I'm very sorry because Thomas now is like very liberal person down in Dublin, though, and I'm sure that photo he is erased from history.
Well, can I just say, Thomas has followed me on Instagram, and I followed him back, and I hate to throw shade towards you.
Yeah.
Thomas looks like what you think you look like. Thomas is a cool dude.
Holy shit!
I was showing him earlier on as well.
Bro's Instagram is straight fire.
Oh, he's a sexy wee bastard.
He's a cool looking dude.
Yeah, the curly hair and all. I'm not the. If I show up,
you, Kieran, you actually kind of look closer to Phil Gold. But your brother.
Right. He's rattled, isn't it?
I'm just saying that in January after Christmas, if I show up with really curly hair and like fully moisturised skin, you'll know what Thomas has got me for Christmas.
Okay.
I've asked for his beauty set.
He's got you the secret sauce, has he?
Yeah. I've asked for the secret sauce. That's very bold. We'll get the questions going.
Let's get the questions. Yes, I've got a couple.
James Macaulay, new stand-up on the scene. First says,
is this your boyfriend?
He's a cool guy doing the stand-up scene.
Is this a new guy you really like?
The new guy's sound as fuck.
I'm yet to meet this guy.
No,
he's
you
cool.
sound like a good guy from all Kieran's
Yeah. And
wants
just started. He's done 2 gigs, but very good, both of them. And he says, "What out of us three, who's had the worst experience with a heckler?"
I haven't had that many bad ones.
I
think you.
Yeah, well, I kind of bring it on stuff all the time.
That makes understand.
Yeah.
Pat's birthday.
I was thinking that all right.
The one in the green room for you, I think, was the
You
worst.
dealt with it all right, but it was hectic. What
It
the
was
guy
still
was
hard,
saying. It was very like.
I was just
Full
like, I
on.
was like, no, you're not coming on. No,
Yeah.
I was like ready to die on stage because I wanted to go home. I was like, I want to go home. I'm too tired for this shit. No way. But yeah, the green room was pretty bad that time.
Yeah, because we just both started as well.
Yeah.
First
So it's
day I met
January.
you.
Yeah, looking back, I'm like, I think I dealt with it all right, but then it's one of them ones, right? See, when you get heckled, there isn't a day go by where I'm like, I should have said this, should have said that, should have done this. But yeah, that was a good one. The thing with that one was, I think it was like, I dealt with it all right, but it didn't put her down enough. Do you know what I mean? You really do need to fucking lay into people sometimes, like, and just tell them to fuck up.
Same time, you were like fucking.
I was only like, what?
6 months into it or whatever.
I don't think I had more than 10 gigs at that stage.
Yeah.
So.
Love and Death is mine, but it was just the first one where the guy was just talking and he just kept saying stuff back, and I didn't know what to say, so I just kept going fuck up like that there, and I didn't have an actual creative response.
First one I had was probably your friend, your cousin, whatever it was.
Oh, Rooney, you completed your punchline?
No, what was it? He was all like, is it fuck or something? Like, he was, are you fuck or something about how old I look or something?
Oh, yes, yeah, when you just started. It was this Ulster Sports Club?
Yeah. The other guy didn't finish my punchline. He said my next bit of material, the thing, yeah.
So fuck that.
That's good.
Yeah, but I think they weren't particularly malicious heckles either. I think they just
we don't get like, I've never had the heckle like do the classic "you're fucking shit." Like
I've never seen that. I've seen one girl say something to Adam Byrne put her down, being like, "Well, these people are laughing at my jokes."
Oh, that if I think that's on his. That's on his Facebook. Go look at it.
It ripped. So I've never heard of the woman before or after.
Adam Byrne versus women, very good.
Sarah asks, bounties being taken out of celebrations. Discuss.
Is it being replaced with something else?
I don't know, but Darren McKay had the best joke ever on Facebook by saying it's bound to happen.
Oh god.
It's bound to happen.
I think bounties are the ones. See, it's Christmas Day and you're fucking Polacks and you start into the celebrations. You start at the Galaxies, then you work your way to the Maltesers.
I like a bounty.
But bounties are always left. But see, when you've had a feed and a drink, you start cracking into the bounties.
I like bounties are easy. Like they're easier to eat than like a Snickers and a Mars bar and stuff like that.
One of my best mates in school.
Mars bar would be my least favourite out of them.
Mars bars? I don't think they're too bad.
And they're a bit sick.
No, Milky Way's be my worst.
No, I like Milky Way.
In school, one of my best mates went up to this smick who was selling and went, "Can I get a bounty?" And the smick came in and he goes, "Because I'm a bounty hunter," and put it like on his head. And the smick went, "What the fuck?" And I brought him over to his mates and like goes, "Do it again." He goes, "Because I'm a bounty hunter," and they all like went mental and started shaking. Well, that's fucking genius.
Now that Smick sells gear.
Yeah.
The guy goes up and puts coke. He's all, "I'm a cokehead."
That's one thing. I think that's the worst banter ever. Like, do you know, like, what's your favourite celebration? And you're like, oh, like a fucking Gas Carmel. Gas Carmel?
No
you fucking
way.
serious? I think a fucking. And
It's almost as if people have different tastes.
I'm gonna fuck
like, you look like you've just told them, like, I fucking hate you. They're like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, what?
I'm allowed to mount, yeah.
Sarah also asked views on Matt Hancock going into I'm a Celeb.
Fuck him. I hope he eats a kangaroo penis and chokes on it.
Hope he finds
preferably.
I hope he gets what he wants.
I would love, when he's doing the shower, if he slips on the rocks and hits his head and
Doesn't
dies.
very slippy in that Charlotte.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
health hazard.
Yeah, dirty to where you're at.
I wasn't watching GB News, but I seen a clip of it. Some guy going in on him. Brilliant line. Would you hear this? It's not a bush tucker trial he needs. It's a Nuremberg trial.
It's fucking great.
That's shots fired.
Yeah, on GB News as well. Surely they'd be protecting him.
Well, no, he was going in and all. He was all like, he was a cause of like fucking 45,000.
Is he still working for the government technically?
He's lost his whip, so he has.
They've lost whip. He's not a government minister, but he's an MP, like.
That's a
So he
fucking
can't.
joke.
Yeah, he's no longer a Tory, basically.
Are you fucking serious, mate?
But,
He is Tory, just means he does. No, I'm gonna get too like political. Like,
I don't do politics. I don't
Neil
know.
Lafferty asked, did Ciaran and Pete enjoy Marfelt, and was there any drama from the night? Yeah, Pete and me fought in the car park after it.
Marfelt was lovely.
Yeah, it was. No, would you enjoyed it? Yeah.
What do you mean drama? What sort of drama?
I don't know. What was he expecting? Yeah, Pete chokeslammed me onto his car.
There was no drama.
That's why the car wouldn't work the other day.
Absolutely, everyone done really well.
Yeah.
Nobody on the bill done badly. It was a big room full of people. It was.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah.
Great crack.
No, the barman started like throwing bottles at us and all that stuff.
In the break, we had a load of people come up to us and chat to us.
Yeah, it was lovely actually.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it was a really nice gig.
Marfeld people are fucking lovely. They made it as well. It's so
Everyone
friendly.
was sort of cultious as class.
Yeah.
My papa asked a question. He doesn't even listen to the podcast, but he wanted to know anyway. He says, one, did you watch?
Told to write a letter.
Did you watch the Mastermind? The girl got 2 points for the whole of the show.
I actually watched it on the toilet today.
What do you? She got 2 points in Mastermind.
For the whole show. So my papa said,
Celebrity Master.
she's from Gogglebox.
Gogglebox, yeah.
So papa asked, if you went on Mastermind, do you think you would do better? And what would your category
Great
be?
question, Papa. Great question.
By the way, that was when I was kicking with Sean Akbar. He was in Belfast to record Mastermind. They recorded it in Belfast.
Was it? Yeah.
And that was the episode he was on.
Is it? Oh, fuck.
Sean was on that episode. I watched it. Did you see the clip of her?
No, is it terrible?
It's bad. Like,
Is it worse than that clip? The girl that's on the. Did you ever see the chase?
Oh,
On the
pass.
girl that's blind. It's
Yeah.
like pass.
she's thick, like she's stupid, but she loses her head. It's like what type of cognac, blah blah blah, and so alcohol. Like she's just like thinking of a word, and like one of them was like what's like play, was based on a religious text first released in 1830. It's the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
She goes lesbian mirabile. Look, she's just like guessing. She proper panics and clutches at straws.
I don't know what my specialist subject would be. I don't know
what mine would be.
I'm not very specialist in subjects like that.
Can I get you for a weird one? But we done a quiz in it in uni, and we came second bar. We got beat by a shitty rule. Peep show.
Peep show, yeah. There's a lot of peep show quizzes.
Yeah. Like peep shows, and you have to be specific, but there's enough.
Jeremy, that's insane.
There's enough seasons of peep show that it's specific enough. No, you couldn't just go on and be like, my category's Tottenham Hotspur. It's too big.
Yeah, it has to be Tottenham Hotspur in the 90s or whatever it is. I would like to do Still Game, but Still Game has already been done on Mastermind.
Is it?
What do you call her? Amy McDonald, the Scottish singer, done it. But I'd like to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know what I do. Mine would have to be, because I spend most of my time listening to like YouTube and stuff. It'd have to be something about like
Logan Paul.
Yeah,
There can be that now, because
That's what I mean,
things move on. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. It would probably have to be like, I don't know. It could be like Mr. Beast videos or something.
The day we make it, when someone goes on the Mastermind and their special subject is RE podcast.
Could you imagine? Have you ever made
What did they say? They got cancelled.
Chrissy Conway?
Yeah.
Chrissy Conway and Oren Quinn.
Yeah.
Talal.
Who asked this question? Me.
That's an all as well, RE Mastermind. We could do a wee quiz.
No, special
So many
subjects.
ideas, so many ideas.
We'll bring Jack McGeehan as the presenter.
Only
That would be good.
That would be good.
Here's
got
your
the voice.
question. I don't really understand this, but it sounds good, so hopefully you can work out what this means. Michael Avery asked, what and who would be your worst venue but dream guest combo be for a gig?
Go say it again.
So he's giving me an example. So like for example, you're in a dive bar in Wexford, but your hero/idol is there to watch you. So dream guest, but in a shite place. Combo.
It's like Noah McDonald and Mullingar
Yeah.
watching me, and no one would probably get up and take the piss out of the place.
So like John Hartson in the Rangers Supporters Club in Shankill. That kind of idea.
Is that who you want to get?
No.
Is John Hartson funny?
No. I'm trying to think.
Because John Hartson doesn't suit that venue. Is that what he means?
Yeah. That's
So
what I'm trying
like
to think of.
Peter Kay.
But also, I think if you put them in a shit venue like that, they could thrive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like he would be good crack in there.
Fuck, I don't know.
He'd also be dead, but you know.
I'd maybe go for someone like Lee Evans or something. Although Lee Evans wouldn't work in a shite room, or maybe that's the purpose of it.
Lee Evans in
the courthouse in Lurgan.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Michael McIntyre.
I go for Lee Evans in the courthouse in Lurgan.
Let me think.
Yeah, I'll go for Norman Mullingar because they're just a fucking dreams go to die in Mullingar.
Joe Rogan in the Pav on a Monday night.
Jeez, yeah.
Sure, he done. He's open.
See you on the night.
Furniture.
Ian McKenna asked, now this was a comment under one of the videos that I just thought was really, really random under last week's episode. Lads, do you listen to any Irish folk singers?
Looks like the Dubliners, like Kelly.
That's what I replied to the guy under the comments. I said, not really, mate. Bit of Wolf Tones, bit of Dubliners, that's the end of it. Do you have any recommendations? I didn't assume any of these guys would.
Let me see.
No, but what it was, I was talking about this to someone recently. Irish like rebel songs just are bangers. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you're listening to Wolf Tones, you're like ding 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 ding. Like you're just in the mood. Like it is great. I know I've lost half the room with that statement, but like
I'll be lost in web before.
Yeah.
We lost them in episode 2.
Speaking of songs, Thomas Purdy asked Franco asked song that gets you emotional, like you would cry to.
Oh, I'm a big crier at music.
oh mate,
Yeah.
I have a fucking How to Build a Home.
I know the one, the Cinematic Orchestra.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I listened to that after.
Mate.
That's a few
Could
drinks.
that?
Yeah.
Can you see if you can find it there? Just
I
so
think
you
it's
get
very, very
it's like,
close.
there is a nice way down where we
Mine
go.
would be Don't Think Twice, It's Alright by Bob Dylan. I get emotional with that one there.
One coming up to Christmas, Pipes of Peace by
Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney.
Great tune.
Ah,
That's a fucking
great.
belter.
I've never really known anyone who's mentioned them
My
or known it before.
third most recent song downloaded.
Trying to batter Becky Mouse. Oh, there is
Yeah,
I know,
pause
I
it
know.
before we get taken off YouTube.
I know,
but that's fine.
yeah.
There is a
But there was a stage I used to listen to every single
dogs
morning.
hugging Marines.
montage of players leaving their club. Casillas crying. Peel.
Brilliant. That's me out of questions, guys.
What are we doing this week then?
Have you any more questions? No? Is that it?
No, that was it. Is
Lovely.
it?
Well, Sean, I think you should take the reins and plug Friday.
Too late, folks.
Sold out.
yourself up.
Balmoral, it's
Big
sold
yourself
out.
up.
We've 100 tickets, all gone. We've got a stacked lineup. Sean Haggerty, Tom McCarthy, Pete Giffen, Sean McAleavey, Ciaran Franco, Adam Byrne. That's it. Yeah, remembered everybody.
And David Doherty-Jebb.
Sorry, yeah, and David Doherty-Jebb as MC. I had him on the tip of my tongue. Unfortunately not. So yeah, it's going to be class night.
Yeah.
It's too late. There's no point in me promoting it. It's sold out. If you want, there should be an hour one coming up pretty soon as well. So just keep your eyes peeled. It's it's going to be a belter. So yeah.
This Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm in Lavery's Comedy Club again.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Thursday. Fuck.
No worries, mate. I'll sort it out.
Yeah, you show up Thursday night.
I'll let you go on a Tuesday and I'll show up on a Thursday.
I'm in Lavery's Comedy Club again. Thankfully, been asked back. I'm buzzing to do that. And on Sunday, well, we're at Balmoral on Friday as well. I'm buzzing for that. And going from 2 gigs to 4 is a nice way to spend a Monday. Because on Sunday it's the Yo Magazine's second birthday, and they have their first side of it, the music side, on Thursday night, and then we've got the comedy on the Sunday night. It's in the Micro Brewery up in out of office. I went up there on Friday for
That's
a
Ulster
couple of
Sports
pints.
Club, is it?
Yeah, in Ulster Sports Club, they're very top floor. It's fantastic, lovely lit room. Going to be a great night. Buy tickets.
Balder. Yes, I'll be in the Balmore with the rest of the guys this Friday, and then next Wednesday, Thursday, I'm in Lavery's, and then Sunday.
We are
Sunday
in the Belgium,
20th.
which is about 10, maybe 6 tickets left.
Okay.
So it's going to be a belter as well. And then after that, we've also got the Students' Union back again as well. MC'd by Jack McGee, headlined by yours truly, with a lovely lineup of Rachel McPeak, Claire Corrigan, Heather Anderson, Jason Coulter.
See, he
Alan
does
Byrne.
book women.
He does. You all said he didn't. Oh, he does.
I guess.
That's us.
Subscribe.
That's us. Yeah,
like.
subscribe. We're heading in our wee goals coming up to Christmas here. Couple of
Our
targets
wee
set.
goals.
Our wee goals. It's our wee legends. So thanks very much, everyone. Keep rating and reviewing on Spotify. And yeah,
We'll see you soon.
Peace out.